Coming to, so you're in LA, the hub of digital media, entertainment, etc. And we're seeing, now the intersection of blockchain with content right management, and whether it's art and music and all that, and it's been talked about for a while. We're seeing some companies come up with it, but like of intersecting digital rights management, blockchain, content.
I was actually talking with one of my partners about this last night. So I grew up collecting baseball cards and investing in baseball cards. And we have a platform called Rally that we invested in, which takes expensive cards, baseball, football, basketball, but also other objects like cars or wine or handbags or rare books, and it creates fractional ownership. So you can take something that's a $100,000 card and you can allow people to buy shares in it for $80. If it's $100,000 and you're buying $80, like you wouldn't be able to buy that asset for most people. And now you can own a fraction of something you're passionate about and hopefully will gain value. But we were saying the obvious next step, and it already exists, but the obvious next step is for things to be fully digital. The real problem with scarcity in digital form is, prior to blockchain technology, is assets were not immutable. Meaning, if I had a digital photo, or let's say the one that's taken off has been highlights, let's say NBA highlights. If there was an NBA highlight and I had the rights to that highlight, but if anyone can copy it, then it's not valuable. So with blockchain now, you can create an immutable copy that's the same as owning a physical piece of paper. And so if I create 25 copies of a replay, it's true that anyone could watch it, but the person who owns that, which is just like the person who owns a physical sports card, who has the bragging right that can show that I own copy 8 out of 25, that has value, and it's proved to have value. Now, I think older people will have a hard time understanding that. I try to talk about intangible assets as a way to describe to old people who don't get the future, this intangibility, which is people will gladly pay a lot of money to have a brand. So, I could wear a brand, I don't know, let's say Ralph Lauren or Yves Saint Laurent, or any sort of Donna Karan, any aspirational brand. I could have a Fendi bag or Ferragamo shoes. And the fact that it has a brand associated with it, you're paying a premium. So the actual physical shoe, like a Ferragamo shoe, I don't know, might be worth $40, but you may pay $240 for it for intangible reasons. You just don't acknowledge it to yourself that you're paying a lot for intangibility. Now, so when kids go and spend $40 to take a digital character in a video game and buy, bling outfits for them or killer sneakers, and they'll spend $40 kitting out their digital character. And old people, like people who see the past, not the future, will say, what a waste. I can't believe you'd spend $40 on something that isn't even real. It's real. It's real in their worlds, in their games, and they play. It has intangible value, just like the fact that you pay a super premium for a Rolex watch. Now, there's inherent value in a physical product that's higher quality than something else, but at some level above that, you're paying for intangibility. So the minute you start to accept that and understand the future is not going to be us owning physical things as much. And if you start to understand that, and how our lives are all becoming digital and on these mobile devices, then you have to realize that there's got to be some way of making those assets scarce and immutable and not copyable, and therefore have intrinsic value. Unquestionably, that's the future. I just don't know how fast will it start to replace physical, goods.